Hello and welcome. I'm Selena, and this is yoga for accepting the present moment. There is so much power in being able to recognize that we cannot change the past, we cannot really plan for the future, so our power and choice exists in the here and now. This is where we're strong, this is where we're resilient, and this is where we really have some semblance of control, or at least acceptance of whatever our situation is at this moment. So this class is going to be a little bit of a heat builder. We're in it together and I can't wait to see you. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start by coming to a nice, comfortable, and tall seat. So you can sit like me, cross-legged. If you want to place a blanket or a pillow underneath you, by all means. If you need 4 blankets or pillows, build yourself a throne so that you feel comfortable. We will be here for a little while, so anything that feels uncomfortable now is only going to grow in discomfort as we move on. So I'll give you a moment to set yourself up. And when you find something that feels good for you, bring your hands onto your thighs and close your eyes. And whenever we close our eyes, we take away one of our 5 senses, vision, and then the other 4 can kind of come online a little more. So can you notice what you hear, what you smell, what you taste? So really just tuning into how you're feeling right now and what you're sensing right now. And the easiest tool for really dropping into the present moment is by anchoring yourself to your breath. The breath is something that we do automatically. We don't have to think about breathing or tell ourselves to breathe. And yet it's the most present act that we have. Because this breath right now, that is the present moment. And then that breath is already gone. That's the past. This breath right now is the present moment. And now that breath is gone. That's the past. So by really starting to tune your mind into following the breath, that is building the practice of presence. And as we sit here, you might be feeling a little uncomfortable. You might be anticipating what's about to happen, feeling a little fidgety in the body. Maybe you're even thinking, I don't have time for this. But I want to invite you to just trust. Trust that you started this video because you did have time. Trust that you do have time. Trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be right now. And just continue breathing. Good. Let's take a communal breath together. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through the mouth. Blink your eyes open. So nice. As you inhale, take the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Interlace the palms up here. Flip the palms to push the ceiling away from you. Straighten the arms. Get nice and tall. And then exhale, a nice side sweep wide. Feel like you're going to touch the sides of the room as you release the arms. We'll do that again. Inhale, take the arms up. Interlace the palms at the top. Flip the palms. Push the ceiling away from you. Maybe even look up towards the ceiling. Push, push, push. And then chin comes back parallel to the floor. Sweep the arms wide and down alongside of you. Take the left hand to the left. Sweep the right arm up and over and look towards the ceiling. Spin the right palm to face down towards the floor. That actually opens your armpit a little bit more, broadens the collarbone so you get more breath. And then lean over to the left. Inhale, bring yourself back to center, and we'll switch. The right hand crawls to the right. The left arm sweeps up and over. Look underneath the left armpit. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale back through center. If you're sitting cross-legged like me, just switch which ankle is on top so that you get a different experience. We want to start to even out our habits. And then as you inhale, take the arms up once again. This time, your right hand is going to come towards the left knee and we're twisting around ourselves. The left hand comes behind you, kind of like a kickstand, so that you can continue to lift up nice and tall. As you inhale, get a little taller through the spine. And as you exhale, can you rotate 1 more inch to the left? We'll stay here for another breath. Hello. Inhale, bring yourself back up through center, and then we'll switch. So as you exhale, the left hand now comes to the right knee. And then bring your right hand behind you. You sit up nice and tall. With every exhale, you can deepen the twist a little bit more. And inhale, come back up through center. Arms reach up. And then as you exhale, hands will come down. Great work. We're going to come forward into a tabletop position. So move any props you have off to the side. I'm going to move my cat off to the side. And then come to a tabletop here. Okay, so shoulders will start underneath the wrists, but then I want you to walk your hands forward about 4 to 6 inches and then draw your hips forward. So you're in a plank pose variation with the knees on the ground. Good. And now just check in with yourself here. If you're sinking really far down into the shoulders, let's put a little more energy into the hands. Push the arms into the floor. Keep the neck nice and long. Take the vision forward. If you're sticking your butt out, let's tuck the tailbone a little bit. Lengthen the tailbone towards the spine, or excuse me, towards your heels, so you have a nice long spine. Vision is forward. Likely you're starting to feel that low navel fire up. That is exactly what we want. Maybe you're even starting to feel a little bit of shaking. That's exactly what you want. Can you stay with it? Can you breathe through it? Can you accept that this is the moment that you're in and soon it's going to change and we're in this together? Keep breathing, keep holding, keep shaking. 1 more breath. And then as you exhale, just send the seat back towards the heels. Rest, rest, rest here. Great work. Adding on, come forward back into that tabletop with your arms a little bit farther out in front of you. And now this time we're going to tuck our toes, lift our knees, and come to a full plank pose. Wonderful. So your feet should be about hips distance apart. The heels are pressing back. The legs are super engaged. It feels like your inner thighs are spinning up towards the ceiling. Again, push the hands down into the floor. Stick straight in the arms. Hug the upper arm bones in ever so slightly. Puff up the space between the shoulder blades. Keep the neck nice and long, nice and loose. Yes, I am shaking as well. I invite you to pulse a little forward and back. A little bit of movement can help you hold this. Feel that fire build in the low belly. You've got this. Let's stay here for 3 and 2 and 1, and then tap the knees down. Send the hips back towards the heels. Rest, rest, rest. Look forward. Okay. We're going to add on, we're going to do it again. And just know you might be sitting there thinking this is the last place you want to be, and yet you're here, and I'm telling you this is exactly where you're meant to be. And we are in this together. We're all moving through this together. So come back into your plank pose, tuck the toes, lift the knees, get really strong through the legs, pull the low navel in and up, push the floor away from you, lengthen the spine, and now we're going to lower down onto our left forearm, lower down onto our right forearm, and we're in a forearm plank, and the legs are still really engaged, and you're welcome to still find that pulsing forward and back. And can you feel the shaking, and can you welcome the shaking? This is where change happens. This is where transformation happens. It's through moments of discomfort and just staying really present with the body that you start to feel change. And pulsing, let's be here for 3 and 2 and 1, and then tap the knees down. Good. Send the seat back towards the heels. Rest, rest, rest. Look forward. You know where we're going. We're coming back into it. Stay with me. Plant the palms, extend your legs, tuck the toes. Good. Feel that low navel fire in and up. Keep lengthening the tailbone towards the heels. Keep the neck nice and long. This time we're going to lower down onto our right forearm first, and then we're going to lower down onto our left forearm. And we're back here together. The neck is long. We're pulsing forward and back by staying present, by anchoring ourselves to the breath, by telling ourselves, yes, we can do it. Yes, we can get through it. You really can get through anything. Let's stay here here for 3 more breaths. You've got this. Pulsing is an option. Discomfort brings transformation. 1 more breath, and then lower the knees down. Send the seat back. Rest, rest, rest. Good. Give me 1 more. You've got it in you, I know you do. Come back into a plank pose, legs extended, feet wide. This time we're gonna let the heels fall all the way to the left. Maybe bring the right hand to the hip. Maybe take the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Get really strong through the legs, really strong through that bottom arm. You've got it. Take the right arm up and over. Come back to a regular plank pose, and then we're going directly into the other side. So heels are gonna fall to the right. You'll take your left arm either to the hip, maybe all the way up to the ceiling. Look up. Super strong in the legs, lift the hips 1 more inch, take the left arm all the way up and over, spin back onto all 10 toes. We're here together, look forward, nice long neck, stay for 1 more breath. So good, tap the knees down, send the hips back. Rest. So great, you guys, great work. Come forward, and then go ahead and flip over to sit down with your legs out in front of you. We'll take a little counter pose for those plank positions. So bring your hands to the floor behind you, spin the fingertips to face in the same direction as your toes. Feet are about hips distance apart, and you'll just press into the feet, lift the hips any amount. You can look down the length of the torso, maybe you look up to the ceiling, and then lower back down. We'll just do that 1 more time. So the fingers and the toes all face the same direction. Press into the feet, lift the hips up. Maybe drop the head back, but keep the shoulders nice and broad. Chin back to the chest, and tap your seat all the way back down. Great work. Come to a nice comfortable seat. Once again, sitting cross-legged. Hands rest down on the thighs. Now, you might not have expected to be there today or be here today. You might not have enjoyed every moment of it, and yet you did it, you showed up, you stayed in the present moment, you breathed through it, and I hope you can see that you were a little stronger than you thought you were. Bring your hands together to a prayer. Allow the chin to drop in towards the chest. Good. Blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me. You did amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.